G'day folks. Well, as we slowly work through the container of dead everything over there, the next autopsy victim, or subject I should say, is a Minolta Pi6000 print server. This came off the back of a DI620. You connect it to the copier through here. You have a normal LPT print port, token ring network, and like a 10 megabit Ethernet. So it's got quite a bit of compatibility. It's a fairly old model, hence the fact they're still using token ring. But it's fairly well made. Obviously Japanese. Minolta have always been quite good with their older machines. A lot of the newer stuff's outsourced, but old machines like the DI620, 650 series that this came off, they were just tanks, literally. Like, they weighed probably 400 kilos. Then you add all the finishing units that you can get for them, and you probably ended up with close to a metric ton of machinery. So yeah, as you can see, I've had this open before, so we'll get it open. Not much to this one. I was hoping there'd be a hard drive inside. There is provision for a hard drive. You just connect it up there, normal IDE laptop hard drive, probably only a couple of gigabytes. It does have RAM slots. One looks like a old SD RAM slot, and there's two EDO, one of which is occupied by a Super PC brand 16 megabyte EDO stick, which I'll be keeping. This card here, well, we'll go down to a closer view mode and have a thorough look at the ICs and things on these. Power supply is nice. It's a 5 volt 6 amp switch mode power supply. All of this still works. The whole unit was working. As you can see, someone's marked on the inside of the case. They've written working inside there, and that's how I got it. It was working. But yeah, it's just a spare print server. I don't have a 620 anymore, so I don't need it. I don't think the floorboards in my house would support a 620 anymore. The DI450 is probably half the reason why that corner of the house is sunk. Well, only slightly. I can just see some cracks in the plasterwork. But yes, two big photocopiers in one household domestic room. Not the best idea. Oh, look at that. It's got a little eject button. That side doesn't have one. Probably popped out. There is provision for it, but it's come out. So anyway, got a nice big processor chip in there. Let's get down to a closer level and have a closer look at these boards. Okay, let's have a look at some bits close up. This is the networking card. USA 1996, fairly old. What does that one say? An AMD chip there. Funny thing, it says Intel on it as well. That was before the big breakup between the two. AMD and Intel work together on quite a lot of different things. Extended systems. Some kind of special custom package. Hong Kong. The main board. Not sure what that one is. 1992 copyright. The Mitsubishi chip. That's the big one. The largest chip on the board. It's fairly big. That's my thumb by comparison. That's power input, so there's a voltage 5 volt regulator there. Might be onboard RAM or something like that. ROM, whatever. Cache more likely actually. It's probably cache chips. And that's just your normal 16 meg EDO stick. Nothing special there. I should have bags of this stuff, like literally thick, chunky bags full of them. I just don't know where they are. I've got tons and tons and tons of old RAM. Oh, there's some LEDs, look like little red SMD LEDs. Not much on the underside. It's very dirty. They haven't washed it after they've flowed it. Although, yeah, it seems like flux from the soldering. Same with the power supply. That's very dirty underneath. They haven't washed the board. Not that it really matters, it's not conductive, it just looks a bit messy. Makes for reflowing really easy with your soldering iron because it's already got flux all over it. I hate this new ROHS lead-free stuff. They wash all the stuff off it, and then you got to tin the crap out of it with lead soldered, but just before you can get it to flow enough and desolder it. But it's a decent power supply too, Sankan brand. I've seen these in quite a lot of machines, including the copiers themselves. Nippon Chemicon filter caps, they all look very healthy. They haven't gotten hot or started bulging. I wouldn't expect something like this to do that either. It's fairly light duty, 6 amps is plenty for this sort of thing. And yeah, you just sit there happily all day long, just acting as a print server. And again, decent tech. Japanese made, not sure about all the components on it, but yeah, not a bad thing. That one's Mitsubishi. I don't know what that other one is. So anyway, that's about all for that one. Yeah, there's a lot of SMD resistors on the other side. No ICs. A couple of little transistory things. But that's about it. Not much to a print server really. The newer ones are even worse. There's bugger all in them. All the ICs are all just packed down into smaller multi-packs and things like that, or it's all integrated into the machine's main board. These ones here are a bolt-on option, whereas the machines today all come with them. I don't know of any copiers that don't have print functionality, even scan to PC or scan to fax. Half the reason we got rid of these old ones is because they don't communicate well with modern operating systems. I think XP probably would have had trouble with this. I couldn't get the DI620's print server to run properly under XP. Windows 7 or Vista would be even worse, I imagine, unless they've released updated drivers, but I doubt it. So yeah, that was the reasoning the guy at the copier shop gave me for getting rid of a lot of these machines. It's just support, operating system support, lack of communication issues with the print server, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, it's a print server off a 60 page per minute or 1 page a second photocopier. Like DI620s are fast, black and white only, no colour, but they just pump out the pages one every second, or if not faster. They're crazy fast. I think the EP8000 was the fastest I've seen. It's an 80 page per minute monochrome analog copier, and the optics and all the mechanics in that thing are built tough. So anyway, that's the end of that one, and thanks for watching.